issues. That technical issue being the wrong settings on the qualifying format, but it is what it is, and we're here for CDR T3, which is at Shanghai International Circuit, and I've got CDR Claymore with me this week.
Yeah, happy to be here.
The enthusiasm levels.
No, I was just popping in the chat who's got a full quali ban, that's it, just trying to help out.
Yeah.
AP Mark's just joined again now, he sent me a message saying that he had tried to join, so... Okay. Looks like we're running at 19, hopefully Osso will get in soon.
Yeah, hopefully, as Osso's fan base just won't be too happy if he's not actually running.
Just trying to see who the first car on track is. It's mechanical.
Oh, that's brave.
Yeah, we saw on Friday in our race there was quite a fair bit of track evolution here as well. The track seemed quite dusty, quite slow at the start of Q1, and you know, going out later did really benefit some guys.
Yeah, like we saw you plummet down the field in, what was it, Q2? Due to track evolution?
I know I completely messed up my Q3. I don't think I dropped down in Q2. I think because Q2 I went out on mediums. I think the people that beat me were on softs. What's happened to Jackie?
I think he's just opted to retire. Does he have a quali ban?
No, he doesn't.
I know it's Raphael and was it Saki? Jackie has been disqualified for something.
I'll just have a quick check at Race Direct to see what it says.
Yeah.
Oh, it says terminal damage.
Oh, so he's crashed out.
Yeah, terminal damage. So he's yeah, we've had our first retirement of the session, and here we got mechanicals on his first flying lap. As there's two cars there, slow moving cars on the right laps to get out of the way.
That Williams really is hideous on this game.
I like it. I like it. Oh, it looks like we've lost Saki as well.
Saki has
a quali ban. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Saki.
Yeah. Raphael is on track, so just keep an eye on him that he doesn't actually set a lap. J-Doy, Jackie had a moment somewhere, I think it may have been leaving the pit lane or something, as he got terminal damage, which the race director is saying.
I understand now why J-Doy is so invested. Yeah, that's because
McLaren teammates.
Yeah. There we go. Raphael's retired as well, so the two guys with the quali bans have retired, so nothing to worry about there. No concerns.
Yep. So we will only lose two cars from Q1 that managed to set a lap, because running 19 and Raphael, Saki, both quali bans.
And Jackie's
dropped it, unfortunately. Armin, aka Armin Plays, Tier 2 driver supporting the Haas team. It's nice to see.
Yeah, I mean, well, at least someone's got to support the Haas.
That's where I was going with that. I was like, I mean, someone's got to. As Teddy Henke's found a second over mechanicals time. There's literally 2 seconds split.
Fairly quick. Henke's fairly quick, so he's the pace marker so far for this. Oh, Ninja.
I say that, and then Ninja just comes in.
With a 32.9. Very nice lap. Dylan's invalidated his lap. Aidan Gray's spun. Looks like he's had an incident on that long left-hander in Sector 2.
Very easily done.
North and Dangle is on his outlap.
It looks weird seeing him in an Aston, so I'm just going to move on.
He's only on an outlap anyway. Just looking at Bok,
Yep.
who is coming up to that tight hairpin towards the end. Looks like he's on 14, a fast lap.
Turn 14 or 15, one of the two. Yeah, Teddy Henke, Ninja, and Blue and Soul, only separated by 4 tenths. Margs has just left the session, by the way.
Yeah, so, I'm just going to send him a message on Discord.
Okay, yeah, just inform him that he won't be getting another invite until the race starts.
I thought they were allowed to join in Q1.
He's already done that. And then dropped out again.
I don't know if he knows how to take control of his car, which is why I'm sending him a message.
Yeah, like, obviously explain that in your message.
Yeah, Osso's just posted in the Tier 3 chat as well.
Saying...
just, are you alright having a look at it while I sort Marg out?
Yeah, will do. Armin, it should be, in a full quali session, it's 5 people eliminated. 2 people have quali bans today in Tier 3. And then Jackie's dropped it, so he will obviously be the 3rd elimination. So we're only losing 1, as there's only 18 runners.
Ooh,
sorry,
looks like
also.
Bok looked like he held up one of the Alfa Romeos there. Was it an Alfa Romeo?
I'm just trying to find Bok on track.
Bok's just pulled into the pits. It looks like it was Teddy Henke. They caught each other coming into the last corner, or the last 2 corners, and then Bok's pulled into the pits.
Yeah.
Teddy's backed off that lap now. His fuel marker's flashing for me, so I don't think he's on a fast lap.
Of fuel is that when that normally shows up.
So yellow flags in sector 1, but that was just Richie moving out of the way of a slow moving. Richie moving out of the way of a faster moving car.
Osso's here, but is under the strict instruction that if it failed during quali 1 to not try and rejoin again until the beginning of the race. Oh,
I'm sorting it.
Yeah. Right, I'm actually trying to see who's actually on a lap that's not set one yet. Dylan's on an out lap. Right, we'll ride on Teabag is in sector 1. So is Keyboard, and Keyboard's got a car next to him that has impeded his lap slightly. Dan is on a lap coming round onto... Where is he? Sector 1 or sector 2 now. As Kane Lowry is across the line and puts himself P8. Then where is Reginald? So Reggie's sector 3 coming into it. Balkman do is on the racing lane and out of fuel. And has Balkman Barkman Dude's just teleported into the pits.
Well, I'm seeing yellow flags out on track. What has happened? What has happened?
Barkman Dude was crawling around that long right-hander in the run down to the final corner. In the run down to the DRS straight. And then just ended up in the pits. Which is unusual, as Dylan is just about to come across the line. And only puts himself P4.
Yeah, so AP Mag's just messaged me saying he's getting an error. Basically, when he's waiting to join, it's just popping up with the spinny thing. So I've told him to close his game and reload it.
Okay.
Seems like a fairly straightforward issue. Obviously, he came out of that last session late.
Yes, and he has actually managed to join a couple of times, just not successfully. There, he's just left again.
Yeah, he said he's just getting the spinny thing, so he's doing it again. He's going to reset it again now.
So his game is connecting to it, but on his screen it's not connected.
Yeah, that's it. So Ferraris in P5 and 6. That's what I like to see. Solid performance from Kane Lowry. To be honest, we got a message this morning. Kane Lowry actually woke up in the middle of the night and his shoulder had dislocated.
Sorry, I shouldn't find that funny. As he was just gone quickest with a fade T4.
He spent 45 minutes in the early hours of the morning trying to get out of bed to pop his shoulder back in place. So popping in a 133.3, I think is very, very respectable.
If anyone knows Kane Lowry, can we be informed if he's on the wheel or pad? Because I just
he's on a wheel. He's on a wheel.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for his shoulder.
He's part of my Ferrari team, so yeah. Oh, Aidan Gray's just retired. Is that a DNF? Oh, I think it is a DNF.
Yep.
One of the McLarens has just gone past him. I think that's Quirty Boy. It's in Sector 2, that long left-hander in Sector 2. Again, it's caught someone else out.
Yeah, it is. That corner is awkward. Like, your suspension geometry has got to be on point to even
It's a very, very technical track where, you know, your car can either be set up for Sector 1, 2 or 3. Like, you can't have the perfect setup for every sector.
Nope.
And that's what I found anyway through practice myself.
Yeah, trying to stay with you through Sector 2 was, like, it was impossible.
Yeah, but the way I did it, I did a few laps. I saw where I was making and losing time, and Sector 2 was the biggest loss for me, so I focused on Sector 2 to improve that, which made a massive difference in the race. But
yeah, it was like during the actual race, Sector 1 and Sector 3, I was catching you.
yeah,
Then as soon as we got out of Sector 1 and we headed down towards the little chicane thing that leads on to the back straight, just couldn't keep it anywhere near. The gap would go from like 0.9 of a second to 1.7 in like 6 corners.
yeah.
And then I had the straight line speed due to running less rear wing along the back straight to keep up with you. I think the yellow flags are just a glitch from where people have tried to get in and into the session and left. The game's not quite sure what's going on, as apparently Ninja has got an invalidated lap while he's in the pits.
Yeah, AP Margs messaged me again saying it's getting stuck on waiting every time. It looks like we might be running with 18 here, because I think Osso's having similar issues.
Yep.
And Ninja's just retired.
Yeah,
he's confident. He's confident.
Seeing as everybody still in the session is through.
Yeah. I mean, Dan's scraping through with a 141.1.
Under the 107% rule, does Dan actually get through? I'm not quite sure he will.
Of course he will. Don't think the game puts the 107%.
It does every now. It chooses when it wants to do it, which makes no sense. So if it's like a wet quali and you've only got like 12 people get through, the game will decide when it wants to let people like go through if they've set a lap time. Yeah, we've got no mechanical. Some people may need the lap times or the like track time. As we are just seeing a few people retire. Bark Bandu's on an out lap, T-Bag's in the pits, Dan's out on a lap, well, on an out lap. And then everybody else is just sat in the pits except for Dan and Bark Bandu, who ironically are literally following each other.
Is Dan going to move out of the way and let Bark past, or is he going to hold out?
They're both on out laps, so...
Oh. I was just looking at Richie's just come out on an out lap, and as he's going round the corner, I could just see a random red tyre in the middle of the road.
That will be the cause of the yellow flags then. Yeah, and knowing Dan's competitiveness, he won't want to let Bark Bandu through.
No, Bark's pulled in the pits anyway.
The nose cam that they've got on Dan's car at the moment is quite cool. But let's see how his new pedal, well, his original pedals hold up. Apparently Dan has done a 2:15 through sector 1 so far. And he's still on an out lap. How is he on an out lap when he's through? This is exactly why I smoke and drink.
No, I apologise. I'm still trying to sort some of the guys trying to get into the lobby out.
Yeah, I was meaning more the fact that the game has still got Dan on an out lap when he crossed the lane.
Hopefully it's not glitched. So.
Dan is
what happened then?
Yeah.
What has just happened?
Hit an invisible barrier.
He hit an invisible barrier. It's popped up saying pit next to his name and says, well, he said he was on a 3:14 lap.
Yeah. And now, that's what happened to Bark Bandu last time.
This is not looking promising.
No, it's not. Like, how long have we got in the session? 2 minutes and 33 of the cooldown bit to go. We've got Bark Bandu on a lap. Richie on a lap.
It seems like Barkmandu's and Barkmandu's just like reset to track as well, sort of thing, from watching it. I don't quite know what's going on here.
It's like they're hitting that midway point down that back straight and the game's deciding that it's pits time for them. So no idea what's going on. Apparently Richie gained 1.2 seconds by pitting. No idea how that works.
This is a very, very strange session. So we've got one car out on track, which is Dan. It's saying Dan's on an out lap. Dan's saying he's already retired. I've messaged Dan to ask what's going on with the lobby. He's saying he's already retired. It's showing him on an out lap.
Yep. So, and the thing is, he's going to come across the line before the end of the session, because he's just coming into the final sector as we speak. Of which I never understand this game. Do you know this stadium, like this stadium section where they are now, where it's got that massive grandstand? You look at any other track that's got something like that, and it's got fans in it.
Yeah, this is just advertising.
Yeah, that one's just empty constantly. It has been for years. It's like nobody sits there.
So Dan's saying the session's over on his... Hopefully when he crosses the line now it'll stop.
I don't think so. I don't think it will. I think it will just keep going.
It's now showing him on a hot lap, but he's at 40 seconds, 41, 42 seconds already. What is going on?
Lobby's glitched. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Yeah, it's looking like we're going to need another lobby reset here. It's like watching Jeddah, innit?
Yep.
Oh wait, Dan's left.
Yep, it was Dan glitching the lobby.
But will that cause a problem if he rejoins now?
No idea. Well, we just run through the quality results just so that we've got them on stream to take a look back on later on. So, no time set by Raphael or Saki, both of who had a quality ban. Jackie the same, but just unfortunately crashed out. Aiden Gray did a 2-minute 10. Buck did a 1:33.
Both of them two crashed out as well, Botbok and Eden Gray.
Has the host just migrated there?
I didn't see anything, sorry.
Give me a sec. Because my stream's a little bit behind. I'm not quite sure what's going on. But we have got cars out on track. So I just saw something flash up then with the Alfa Romeo. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on today. I don't know what the issue with the lobby is. But anyways, moving on. Just gonna go see what tyres everybody is on and what they're thinking about for strategy wise. As the mediums, if those out on mediums manage to qualify inside the top 10, more than likely we'll do a medium to hard tyre strategy, and those on the softs will likely two-stop, as the soft tyres will last about 6 to 8 laps.
Sorry about that, I disappeared then.
It's okay, I was enjoying one of China's finest exports in their beer.
So is the lobby's still going? There's no resets, no...
Not that I've seen at the moment anyway.
Right, fair enough, fair enough.
So...
Excuse me.
It was Dan. Dan's taking blame. Speaking of Dan's, Baby Dan has just said, alright lads. And why did I read that in his voice? As Teddy Henke is on a flying lap and he's just on a purple sector 1, so I'm just going to ride on board with him.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Dylan at the moment. He's the first man on a hot lap, so he's about to come over the line now, just going through the last corner.
Okay.
So I'll let you know what lap he does.
I was just about to say I'll jump on board with him and see where he's at. 34.275 on mediums. It's not a bad
medium
lap.
tyres, so he's playing the long game on the strategy. And it looks like he... Oh no, he's just slowed down. He's not in low fuel mode.
And
Saki's just rejoined.
Yep.
We have to just keep our fingers crossed and hope it goes well.
Yeah, me too. It's all we can do. Because lobby restarts are the last thing that we want to be doing. The last thing the drivers want. So, guys, the Alfa Romeos are showing some decent pace here.
Yeah, Teddy Henke and Dylan really setting the pace here.
Half a second between the Alfa Romeos, though.
Are they both on the mediums, or...?
Yeah.
Right. Couple of guys out on softs at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, Blue and Soul did a 145.9 on a set of softs, so he's had a moment somewhere. I would more than like to guess it was at that right-hander onto the back straight. Or the fast left at the end of sector 1, in the middle of sector 2. As this lap does seem to be also quite slow, as Kane Lowry's also done a 48.
You might have forgot to turn his ERS on, to be fair, because he had 90 odd percent ERS into that first corner.
Yeah, Blue and Soul's done 39.7. So unless he's just doing a couple of laps on the softs and not trying to push just to rubber in the track a little bit. It's not the worst decision, but it also then spends a set of tyres that could be...
Yeah, Kane Lowry just set a purple sector 2.
Your line through here makes such a big difference as to how you exit it. But you had a great view of me catching a four-wheel drift around there the other night, though.
Certainly did, certainly did.
Did it look as good being saved as what it felt?
To be fair, it did look good, but obviously sideways is not the fastest way around the corner.
No, it's not. As it started slipping, I was like, I really hope he didn't notice that. And then you mentioned it, I was like, yeah, he noticed. Chloe's just messaged me saying I sound so confused over the lap times. Just a little bit, because it's not very often we see lap times that are like 10-15 seconds slower unless there's been a clear and obvious mistake.
Yeah, well, there you go. Kane Lowry's made up for it and put a 33.9 in, so it was clearly either a lap that he'd made a mistake on and turned his ERS off to save it, or...
Yeah, he may, as he was on the mediums, he may have done slightly over-fueled the car, so then he could do a fuel burning lap and a tyre scrubbing lap.
Yeah, these medium tyres I have always found are better on the second lap than they are on the first.
Yep.
Teddy Henke sets a 33.5 and goes provisional pole. King Lutman 33.8.
Yeah, Dylan has now decided to put the softs on. And Reggie's gone. Reggie's dropped it.
That's out of the long right-hander onto the DRS straight.
Yes, it is. As Blue and Soul... Nope. Teddy Henke is just coming round to it, so you might... No, the car's gone. God damn it, Cody's been so quick.
It was actually Kane Lowry coming up to it.
Sorry. All I saw was red. You're lucky I even saw that. I can't tell the difference between colours very well.
He's in low fuel mode at the moment, so he's just nursing it back to the pits.
So if it was actually on like proper pace, you would have gotten a view of it. That right-hander is a dangerous corner if you don't get it right. Like, talking to a few tier 1 guys and they're like, oh yeah, take a really tight lane for it and just maximise the exit. I take a tight lane for it and I'm saying hello to the barrier.
I'm going to jump on board with QWERTY now as he's just starting a hot lap on a set of mediums.
Yep, where is keyboard? Got him. I like how he got nicknamed Keyboard in his first race and he's just kind of rolled with it and moved on. Hasn't said a word about it. And now people genuinely refer to him as Keyboard.
Purple sector 1. Oh, he's not set a lap time, so that might just be his.
It might be PB.
We'll see.
Or it might be session best. We don't really know because Cody's never really make it clear.
Yeah, I've always found though, if a driver's set a lap time and then gets a purple, it's a genuine purple. Whereas if they haven't set a lap time yet, ooh, he nearly lost it there. Yeah, that's not a genuine purple. It can't be. Not with how much time he just lost from correcting that and saving it.
Then explain why all of us.
Oh. And he almost lost it again out onto the DRS straight. His setup's looking very loose for me here.
It's the same setup I used, I believe.
Yeah, well, it looked loose for you out of them corners as well, to be fair, so...
Yeah, it was. It was even worse in the wet. And it was just a no for me.
Yeah, well, he seemed alright on the softs in the first session, but on the mediums now, he's not looking too good. He's going for another hot lap now, we'll see how he does again.
Yeah, he might have spun those tyres up a little bit too much, though. You may have it dialed for Sector 1, and then as soon as you reach Sector 3, you just don't have the grip over the rear. Sector 1 is very front-end based. You need a lot of turning. Sector 2...
Right, so just set a purple Sector 1 now. As he's set a lap time, that should be a genuine purple Sector 1.
Yes. But Teddy Henke has put 3 laps on those mediums. That's a dangerous ballpark to start your race on.
Yeah, it just depends on safety cars. You know, it depends on how the race goes.
Yeah.
Obviously, our race on Friday, we didn't see any safety cars, and the Tier 1 race as well on Friday, there was no safety cars, so the quality of driving is definitely improving. He's looked a hell of a lot cleaner through this lap now, no loose rear at all. maybe a couple of diff settings he's changed to counter it, but no, he looks really good on this lap.
That hairpin just invites late braking, doesn't it? And then you brake late and you've realised that you've just overshot the apex.
Yeah, that's it. It's one or the other. You either get it right or you get it wrong. And there he goes, 33.5 up to P2.
Which is only marginally slower than Teddy Henke on slightly fresher tyres.
Yeah, 100th of a second. Just nursed these tyres back to the pits now, though. He's got a decent start. See, there's a couple of guys now flirting with the idea of putting the softs on.
Yes. And
we've got Blue and Souls out on mediums at the moment.
If you're unwilling to commit to the two-stop.
He's on a hot lap as well. He was 3.8 seconds under his own time.
This is what I said. I think he just did a banker lap on the softs to see where it would get him. So all he needs to do is beat a 35.7, and he should do that, yeah, comfortably.
A 33.9, very nice, very tidy lap on the mediums there, one lap old as well.
That should see him through comfortably.
But that's it, the guys behind now, whether they go for the, well, that's too late for some of them now to get out. That's it, if you're not already out on track, you're not making another lap now, so yeah. We've got Ninja out on softs and Richie out on mediums.
So Colby is back, screaming, "Let's go, Alpha Tauri!" And as the commentators tonight, we can't let our teams get involved in the comms, as it will show bias.
Oh, 100%. I'm rooting for Ferrari. You know, my comments in this have no influence on how it goes. I won't sit and watch them all race, but I'll be keeping an eye on how they do. Yeah,
it's like Keyboard and Jackie.
Right, Richie's coming through now. He's in P11 at the moment, and this is it. This is his last chance at getting through into Q3.
Yeah, I'll jump on board with him. 3/4 of a second down through Sector 1.
I wonder if Ninja was just
2.
putting the softs on in case it was needed, and he'll back out of that lap.
Yeah, or just scrubbing a set. So they're a used set and won't get returned. Because they become a race set,
he's 4 tenths. He's 4 tenths under his. It looks like he's backed off. Yeah, he's backed off down the back straight. He was out on him in case he needed to be. Very clever player by Ninja though.
It's something that you pick up to do from.
And Richie's now nearly half a second under his time.
So he had a moment in that middle sector. If he's managed to gain 1.2 seconds.
But it'd have been the first sector he had a moment. Deep into the last corner. Oh, I nearly lost it there. That's it. I think that's his chance of beating his time gone.
He did a Kieran there. I did something very similar Friday night. I come out that
yeah, you like breaking late and that's it. I don't think he's improved on that time now. It flashed up too quick for me to see, but I think, unfortunately, we've lost Richie there. We have, which means Mechanical has made it through to Q3. Which, no disrespect, I didn't expect. And all the top 10 starting on medium tyres.
That's interesting, but Teddy Henke, 3 laps on him. Keyboard, 2 laps. King Lutman, 2 laps. So, as there's only 13 of them, I don't need to scroll down anywhere for the times. So, top 10, we've got Alfa Romeo, McLaren, Alpine, Haas, 2 Ferraris, Mercedes, another Alfa Tauri, and a Williams. Is this Spa with a Williams in Q3?
If Mechanical hits P2, I'll tell you what, we'll cancel it and we'll give him half points. Let him have it.
Yeah, like...
No, it makes for a good race, and as well the strategies. I expected different strategies. I'm a bit surprised to see everyone doing the same.
He just responded with laughing faces. So, there's one thing about the Collins, so...
Why is Blue News Soul just retired?
Next question.
Sorry, I'm trying to work out.
It was just straight up in the pits, wasn't it?
Q3 ban, right?
Right.
He got a Q3 ban for impeding a hot lap on the last race, so third place for him retiring so early. But he's done himself well to get into Q3. So worst place, you know, he's finishing 10th.
Well, yeah, he's starting
10th, starting P10. Yeah.
And I've just realised that Kane Lowry is done in a centre helmet. It's very centre-esque in the colour scheme.
He's also gone for the CDR colours, the yellow, black and green.
Yeah. Tried it, but it looks more centre than CDR. Good attempt though. Of which, do you know the old helmets that you couldn't update, like the colour scheme on? You can now. Which is good news, because some of them were great designs, just with poor colour choices. As I'm trying to work out who the first one across the line is. Was it?
It will be Kane Lowry in the Ferrari.
Yep. Cool. I'll jump on board with Kane Lowry. Then it's Baby Dan. Then it's then it's Mechanical.
Mechanical's on an outlap, so it might be King Lockman. I don't know. There's a blue car. I've been speaking to I was speaking to Josh about this in our co-op career, and I feel like the blues of the Red Bull, the Williams, and the Alpine are too similar. Way too similar. They need to change these colour schemes.
It's like the blue of the Williams, AlphaTauri.
The AlphaTauri is not too bad. I can see the difference with that one.
Yeah, the red of the Ferrari and Alfa Romeo too.
Again, I can see the difference between them. One's a lot darker.
I can't.
So the third car on track is an Alpine. Oh, my Christmas tree lights have just gone off, and that made me jump.
Of which, actually, that's a great point. To anybody watching that isn't actually a part of the league, CDR will be taking a 2-week Christmas break this year. Last year, with how Christmas fell, I think our season was already over and done with. Nope, we weren't founded last Christmas, so...
Nope. We only started February, March last year.
Yeah.
Or this year.
March 8th is our actual anniversary.
Kane Lowry's lost his lap, turn 1.
As keyboard, straight in with a 32 flat. Teddy Henke 32.3, Dylan 32.6, Baby Dan 32.7, King Lotman 32.9, and then Kane Lowry 33.4, Bark Mandu 33.4, Teabag pits, leaving the pits, and Mechanical is on his first flying lap.
I believe, yeah, he's only just starting his flying lap. He came out as everyone were just starting those, so...
Which is kind of smart, because it gives him that track evolution, but also a little bit of free space, because everybody will be in laps.
Yeah, pretty much. Not many people would be going for a second lap on these tyres. Quirty boy is that confident he's retired from the session. I kind of hope that comes back to bite you in the face now.
He's crashed.
Oh, he's crashed out.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So he will be starting behind Blue and Soul.
Well, they'll both be P9 and 10 anyway.
Yeah. But
so will his lap time not still stand? So he won't start from where he currently is?
No, it's not like real life where if you crash in P1 and the session's red flagged.
If I'm honest, it's rare I see someone put it on provisional pole and then crash out.
Yep. Like, we're on about Charles Leclerc here in real life, by the way. For anybody that didn't get the reference.
Mechanical puts it P6 with a 1:33.3, still a very respectable lap time.
That will be net P5.
Yeah, very good lap time.
It's weird
seeing so we've got Teabag now just starting his hot lap.
And I think he's the only man actually on a lap. Ninja, I think, is on an in lap. Yep. Keyboard has just confirmed that he is using the same setup that myself, J-Doy, and Don Rabico all used Friday night.
This is the thing, setups. Look, you know, I appreciate setup advice, I appreciate setup help, and I got a lot of help myself this week with mine. But I had to make a lot of changes. I spent a good few hours putting some changes into the setup I was given to make it right for my driving style.
Yeah, I made a few changes to the one that I had and then passed on the changes to the guys that helped me with the initial setup. And
this is the thing, you can take a setup from the fastest person you've ever met, but whether you can use that is another story, you know. Setups have to be personalised to yourself.
Yeah, it's like you won't be able to take someone's pair of shoes and wear them and they'll feel entirely comfortable. They'll fit if they're the same shoe size, but they won't feel entirely comfortable.
Yeah, that's it. You won't be able to run a marathon in them.
Exactly, and same with setups. It'll feel comfortable and it'll fit well, but it just won't be ideal.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's it.
P7.
That's another respectable time, a 33 flat. It's a very good time.
Yeah, my Q3 on Friday let me down because literally Thursday evening I did a practice quali session with the McLarens. I did a 31.8, which if I could have hit that, it would have put me on pop behind me, give me the hurry up in the admin part. You know, it's just like, if I push any more, I'm crashing.
Who else have we got out on track now? Is Mechanical going for another lap? Well, he's on an invalidated lap.
Yeah, which screams in lap to me.
I'd guess, yeah, considering he's on 2 laps on them tyres as well.
Bark Pandu's on his way out the pits.
King Luckman looks like he has just started a hot lap on a fresh set of softs.
Teabag looks like he's going again. Nope. He's back out.
Yeah, he's low fuel mode or something. I can see yellow flags in sector 3 there. But King Luckman's going for it in a brand new set of softs.
Give me a second. My Wi-Fi's just said that it's not strong enough at the moment.
Dan saying the shoes are the same size but won't fit. To be honest, Dan, it's probably a good job Kieran took that analogy, because I was going to say that I was a similar pace to you, but your setups don't work for me. And then I thought about it and thought, I'm nowhere near the same pace as you. There was just a couple of races last season where we were.
And get it right, Dan, I said that the shoes are the same size, but they won't be entirely comfortable to wear.
Dan's a size 10. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Depending on the brand of shoe, I'm between an 8 and a 10. It makes no sense.
I'm a 10 to a 10.5, that's it. If the missus is asking, I'll put the extra half on.
Like, if I'm buying boots, then I have to get them in a 9. If I'm buying Vans, I have to get them in a 9. If I buy Nikes, they have to be a 10 because no sense. Anyways, enough about shoe sizes because we all know.
Yeah, so King Lutman's done that lap, and he might have improved, but he's not jumped positions. He's still only on a 32.8, still in P6. So it looks like he's going for another lap now.
Yes, and that car getting very well out of his way.
Well, that's it. We've got guys coming out now with fresh softs on again. They're all pushing now.
Chloe, get your mind out of the gutter.
Chloe, small shoes, small socks. That's it. End of.
We're going to have one of the Collins join in shortly, aren't we, and just make it.
Yeah, also jumping in with a clean answer to Chloe, to be fair. Small shoes, small feet.
Like a little... See, and you wanted to call also Tim earlier. His name's Robin.
I know. I completely got mixed up. I apologise. I mixed Osso and Paranoid up. Kieran gladly pointed it out before it came to the race, so I thought I'd got away with it.
Nope. Sparks Van News coming around the final corner.
Yep, 32.6. He's up to P4.
Yeah.
And Barks just took him. Barks just took him and dropped him down to P5 now. It's going to be close here now with some of the guys out on the fast laps. We've got Kane Lowry now on his hot lap. Looking to improve from P9.
Yeah, you've been laughed at by both Asshole and Paranoid.
Yeah, I apologise, guys. It's not often I join in comms and, you know, get involved with the conversations. I apologise. It's my mistake. But I promise it won't happen again.
Yeah, Mechanical's on another lap. Gets a little bit out of shape. I think it's turn 4. That awkward hairpin thing at the end of Sector 1. But yeah, Keyboard will drop all the way down to P10, P9 or 10.
Kane Lowry's just set a purple Sector 2.
I'm going to jump on board with Kane Lowry and ride on board with him until the end of the lap then, and then jump on board with Mechanical.
Yeah, he's the first one on a hot lap at the moment.
Mechanical's behind, just coming onto the DRS straight now.
Yeah, I can see him on the map. Kane Lowry looks like he's setting the pace here.
That's a very
I didn't actually see what his sector time was, but I saw purple.
Gives that entrance curb a wide berth and puts it P3
of 132.4. Very nice lap.
Very nice lap. Did improve
massively.
Oh,
a 32.4.
Where
Mechanical putting it P3
and net wow. P2. Mechanical is starting on the front row if nobody else can improve. He's starting front row.
What a lap.
Unless Dylan...
No, Dylan's on a 148, 149 at the moment. He's weaving over the line. Wow, what a final lap there from Mechanical. My God. That is a beautiful lap.
It's very few far between where I'm actually stumped for words, and he's made big strides forward, but I wasn't expecting that.
Well, neither was I, but you know he's hooked it up when it mattered, and that's it. I was wondering to see you take advantage of Quirty Boy, obviously crashing out. A couple of the guys would go, you know, they could make a few easy positions here if they use another set of softs, and he went for it, and it's paired off.
Right, while we wait for the formation lap and strategies and stuff, I'm just going to make a quick pit stop of my own to my fridge.
Oh, Colin's just commented he's actually ill as well. But no, this is going to be a very interesting start to the race. Anyone who's still watching, please remember there's no formation lap this week. Hopefully that doesn't catch everyone out.
You just reminded me.
Yeah, we're straight into racing here. There's no formation lap.
Right. Refreshments. Why do I sound like Dan this week? So yeah, mechanical starting P2. I'm gonna say that again like a man. Mechanical starting like in P2.
Oh wait, no, Quetty's still on P1. That's what I thought had happened. That's what I thought had happened because he set the time, but he's not moved. He's not set off the grid. What has just happened? Quetty Boy's now down to P12, P11.
Jesus Christ! I think he was waiting for the formation lap. It just didn't hit.
There is no formation lap.
Yeah. Obviously, we know that. Jackie's left the session.
Wow, what is going on?
Oh, I'm just riding on board with T-Bag and he's just T-boned someone. The yellow flags in sector 1 and 2 are due to T-Bag. So that's fine.
Teddy Enke getting away nicely at the start.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump on board with and just pull up position changes.
Who do we think will be up on the podium? If I'm honest, it's very hard to call. It really is, because anything can happen here. But I reckon we'll see Dylan up there. I reckon Kane Lowry deserves a good result. He's been unlucky, and I think Teddy Enke as well.
Yeah, I'm going with an Alfa Romeo podium. With Dylan and Teddy Henke. In which position, I can't make a decision on. And I'm going Kane Lowry to pit Mechanical to the final podium position.
Yeah, it'll be interesting how it pans out now. It looks like Ninja's giving Dylan a bit of a fight as well.
We all know on how awkward Ninja is to overtake.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
The man is stubborn to overtake.
And Dylan's up the inside of him there. Have they both got through the corner with no damage? Yeah, it looks like they have. They're now side by side through the next corner. And
this is great
Ninja
racing.
and Reggie have took that position. So Dylan lost 2 places there.
Yes. This China gets a lot of hate because it's a technical track.
It is. It's a hard track to drive.
But the amount of overtaking opportunities you have over the course of the lap is unreal. Because a lot...
Oh!
Well held. Well held.
Did he save it? Did he save it, Reggie?
Yes, he did. Kept it out the barrier.
I was about to say Reggie's on the softs, whereas these guys are on the mediums, so he's got, he's got a lot more pace on him.
Yeah,
Kane Lowry's all over the back of Mechanical here.
Reggie's got again. Right-hander on the way down to the back straight, and ERS on, used the grass to spin it round without lighting up the tyres. It's kind of smart.
I completely agree with you, Paranoid. I think it would be very nice to see Colin on the podium.
He's holding his own.
It's just, it's a long race. It's obviously Kieran. We
sorry, I'm laughing at Josh's comment. Mechanical, this brother engineer Nigel. Go on, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say that it's a difficult track to overtake on if you're not a lot quicker than the person in front. Obviously, me and yourself, like we were following each other for a good number of laps. It's hard to get that overtake if you're not in the right place at the right time.
And I had Steven staring at my rear wing for 4 laps, trying to overtake me to get at you. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, I just drove off into distance.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm not thanking you for anything because the weather caught us out, and
You still finished better than I did, so yeah, you can still thank me.
the thing is, I only beat Stephen because he ran out of fuel out of the last corner. Kane Lowry's got DRS here now on mechanical, so are we going to see a move?
I've got
Here he
keyboard on
goes.
Ninja.
Oh, he's side by side. They look like they have a bit of a wheel bump there. Mechanical not giving that position up at all. He's held it. He's held it. And that no, King Lutman's all over the back of Kane Lowry.
Is this Hamilton Abu Dhabi circa 2016 pushing?
Oh, Kane Lowry's gone up the inside into turn one. He looks like he's got that done now, unless he's gone deep. No. Oh, Colin looks like he's no, that's done now. So Kane Lowry up into second. Let's see what he can do from here.
Arsehole's having difficulties actually joining the session, unfortunately. The bot box gone. Where did bot crash? At the hairpin. Nope, that's just a slow moving car.
No, it's out of the right-hander. Is it turn 3?
Yes, dropped it.
Out of turn 2, start of turn 3. I think. I don't know how you call them turns at the beginning. Safety car. We've got a safety car.
So turn 1 is actually turn 1 and 2 because it's a double apex corner.
Well, that's the way I understand it. Turn 1 is the long right-hander, and it only turns to turn 2 at the left-hander.
As you go, you've got to turn in at the bottom of the hill in turn 1. As you come up over the top of it, you've got another apex, haven't you? That's turn 2.
Yeah.
And then as you drop down the hill, you've got turn 3. And
so the left-hander's 3.
Yep, and then as you've got the kink, that's 4 at the end of sector 1, where the curb is on the right-hand side. And then the downhill right-hand hairpin at the end of sector 1 is 5.
Right, yeah.
It's like, do you know...
So where we lost it was out of 2 into 3.
Yes. Do you know Russia, where you've got that Kane Lowry drive-through for speeding under the safety car?
Speeding under the safety car, what? No, I know you get some glitches here, but that is not a penalty you want. I know because I've took one myself earlier this season. If he lets that get to him, that is going to ruin his race. He needs to keep his head on now.
100%.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating. You know, the game is a bit buggy with penalties and stuff like that, and yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. All that hard work he's put in at the start has just gone. The only other person who's got a penalty at the moment is Ninja's got a 3-second penalty.
Which I can guarantee where he's picked that up. The exceeding track limits. Middle of sector 2, and where they are now with Teddy Henke. The exit there, where it's
exit of this corner, yeah.
And the final corner. It's the only places you really can pick up warnings. Even though I did get a straight up 3-second corner cutting penalty for taking the curb at the hairpin at the end of the DRS straight, which made no sense.
Yeah, it's you deserved it.
I went for a move and the door was shut on me, so instead of just side pod to side pod, I cut the curb. But I still had 2 wheels on the track.
I think we're having some issues here. Blue New Soul again. I've watched him. He's just driven up. Like, his car's just driving up and up and up. He's just flying.
He disconnected again.
His car's got up to P3. So for me, that's...
He's disconnected and rejoined again during the session.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a DSQ or something like that, because his car's just jumped from like P12 to bloody P3.
Yeah, it did it last week as well. So
any of the guys around him, like, just don't bother about the position. Obviously, you'll take it back.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go. He's been given a drive through anyway.
Yep, for ignoring yellows. How's Teddy Henke? Teddy Henke is getting used to these safety car restarts. He did what, like 3 last week? Around Zandvoort. So he's seasoned this season.
So the only people to pit under that safety car, we had King Lutman and Reggie both pitted onto the hards.
Yep, Blue New Soul's going to jump a few more places now. As he's just rejoined. Has Dan rejoined?
Yeah, Dan's in the session, sat P10.
Yeah, just double checking that he actually did rejoin. He's opted for the hards, so he's aiming just to go towards the end of the race and then stop. Teabag again. Poor
Blue New Soul is ghosted on my screen.
Yep, same here, but he has rejoined the session apparently.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we've got 14 of you actually tuned in listening to us just dribble about nothing. Why don't you give us something to talk about? Just throwing a couple of random comments.
Well, the safety car's in this lap. That's something to talk about. Come on, let's see how this goes now. Let's see how Teddy Henke does on this safety car restart.
Yes.
See how much he backs the grid up, see what issues it causes.
Yeah, China, the thing is, you've actually got a lot of space to back everybody up without anybody hitting anyone.
Yeah, on this back straight, but he looks like he's not backing it up early, which I thought he would.
Yeah,
because the earlier you back it up on that back straight there, you can take the final chicane and final corners as quick as you want.
Yeah, let's see.
He's stuck to the safety car. Unless he knows something I don't.
We've got Margs in the comments actually giving us something to talk about. Max and Lewis have been called into the stewards room in actual real life, but we're going to avoid talking about real life F1 in case anybody hasn't seen the race yet.
Yeah, appreciate your comment, Margs, but yeah, we tend to avoid talking about the real F1 just in case anyone's not watched the race. Blue and Soul's dropping positions.
Yeah, he's off the track, handing all of the places he took back.
Fair play. King Lutman's lost
King
it.
Lutman out.
Yeah, King Lutman's lost it.
I think that may have been to do with Blue and Soul rejoining the track where it did, if I'm being honest.
It didn't seem like that to me because Blue and Soul was off the track that much. He's got a 10-second penalty.
Yeah, but he then rejoined on the exit of turn 3, which is exactly where King Lutman dropped it.
I also want to say Teddy Henke's got a 5-second penalty, and I think Kane Lowry took a 5-second penalty as well.
Yeah,
I need to double check. I'm on Race Director now.
Yeah, Teddy Henke's got 5 seconds. Kane Lowry took a drive through. Blue and Soul's also got a drive through.
Kane Lowry and Teddy Henke hit each other. 5-second penalty for each.
Ooh, that's going to benefit Dylan and Mechanical. But Dylan has Mechanical's now got keyboard to deal with.
Kane Lowry's still got his drive-through as well, so...
Yeah, which he's got to serve within 3 laps of the safety car going in.
You wouldn't want to serve it straight away, would you?
No, wait for the field to space out a little bit before you take it.
He's gone straight for it. He's took it.
There's pros and cons of doing it either way. Like, pros of taking it early, everybody's bunched up so you're not losing too much time. Cons, everybody's bunched up so you're losing a bunch of places. Yeah, Josh, I'm not even going to bother reading that pun out. That was terrible. That was a proper dad joke. Yeah, Teddy Henke's just in cruise control now.
Yeah, he is. That 5-second penalty, though, obviously, if it's to come off, it's to come off. But I don't think Teddy's safety car restart was quite what I'd do myself, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he's just...
He didn't back the grid up, and he backed him up right before the line, which might have caused a collision with Kane Lowry. Because it looks like Kane Lowry's come out of that last corner to race, whereas Henke's not ready for racing yet.
Yeah.
To me, obviously I've not. I wasn't on board with Teddy, so I don't know what happened. But QWERTY boys all over the back of mechanical here now.
Yeah.
It looks like he's putting a move in on this straight.
Has more ARS too, but mechanical making a good defensive move there. He just covered the inside lane and then moved back over to the racing lane.
Yeah, he's using his ERS up a lot there, though.
Yes, he used it to stay out of DRS range. Wasn't even DRS range.
No, DRS range isn't open.
So yeah, he's just aiming to get. I think he's just aiming to get on the back of Dylan. Yeah,
he's gonna be a sitting duck here this next lap.
Yep, and he's on mediums as well, which pretty much everyone is. So everybody's tyres will start to feel the pain shortly. As Saki is all the way down in P16.
I just think Raphael, I think your hard runners, you guys who've started on the hards, so Raphael, Dan, Jackie, Reggie, Richie and Teabag on the hards at this point are in a good position, you know. A very good position.
That safety car bunching them all up again helped massively.
Yeah, massively.
When it comes to the pit window, they could do with the guys new to pit.
Yeah, that's it. They're probably expecting to get
to about lap 20.
Oh, Dylan up the inside of QWERTY up the inside of Colin. Out of that long right-hander onto the DRS straight. That were a very nice move. Colin's trying to fight back now, but QWERTY's got DRS. I don't know why I keep calling him Dylan.
Dylan was in the McLaren last year, I think.
I think that's what it is. That was the last time I did comms.
Yeah. It's taken a few weeks to get, like, the only two that are still in the same car. Mechanical, Teabag. Only one still in the same car. It's like Scotty in Tier 2. He got a change of car but got the same teammate.
Yeah. Got a change of car, but it was also the car he had in Season 1.
Yeah.
He's gone from Mercedes to Ferrari and back to Mercedes.
Yeah. With 3 seasons in, I've had 3 different cars, 3 different teammates.
I've had, what have I had? The AlphaTauri, the Mercedes, and the Ferrari.
Yes.
A very nice lap there by Saki, a 1:36.4 to take the fastest lap. P16. Brand new medium tyres, so...
And spent his ERS in the process. I think with Blue and Soul's 10-second penalty, he will jump a few positions. Where did Kane Lowry dropped all the way down to P14?
Yeah, Kane Lowry was unlucky. Like I say, he picked up the...
safety, yellow flag in sector 3. That is someone dropping it at that fast right. That is Teabag. He dropped it on the entrance, which is, oh no, just on the exit as it starts to camp around. So
him, because he's to everyone in front of him's a 10 laps.
Yeah. Right. Moggs is just
Dylan and QWERTY now fighting through turns 1, 2, 3.
And keyboard. That's a brave place to make the overtake.
Oh, they were side by side all the way through that first sector. This is going to be a battle. I don't think Dylan will give it up.
Yeah, and bearing in mind, Mechanical is just snuck back up onto the back of this pair.
Yeah, but he's going to be happily accepting the DRS here. Just sitting on the back of them and, you know, taking any position he can.
If these two are going to make it a battle between them, then Mechanical can just sit in, recharge his ERS, and just use the DRS he's been given. That DRS detection zone is in a really awkward place. It's kind of mid-corner.
So Reggie pitted on lap 5 from softs to hards. Can he go all the way?
23 laps on a set of hards. They'll feel terrible towards the end.
It's possible, but they will feel awful.
Yes, 100%. So
he's not in a bad position. He's not in a bad position. It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Yep. Alright. No, that was a great camera angle from the final corner.
Looks like Dylan's trying to come back at QWERTY here.
Yep.
Mechanical's just falling out of DRS. Oh, bit of a love tap.
Keyboard's pit window is open. So, yeah, all of their pit windows will start to open shortly. So,
but this is it. Who goes for the undercut? Who goes for the overcut? What's more powerful? What did you find from yours?
My undercut didn't work out because I pitted a lap before the cars ahead of me and then came out behind them.
So the undercut doesn't work, is what you're saying?
It didn't help that I pitted literally in the little trio that we were in. So I dived into the pits as they were starting a lap. So they had literally an entire lap, and then as they came out the pits, I was coming past the exit of the pit lane as they were in the braking zone of turn 1.
Yeah.
So it was.
So the undercut, it's not. Yeah, it's not major, but the undercut
can
slightly helps you. Yeah.
If you're ahead by 4 seconds, for example, and you dive in.
Right, Henke's pitted. Teddy Henke's pitted from P1.
Keyboard's still going. Dylan's still going.
Mechanical's pitted. He's gone for the undercut.
Yeah. Ninja's still going.
Raphael's pitted. Is that right? Raphael has pitted from the hards.
Did he start on him?
Yeah, he'd done 12. Well, he said he'd done 12 laps on him.
Then he's putting the mediums on. He's gone to the end. He's aiming to be quick at the end. So, in a sense, I can understand that. Kane Lowry is now back at P10, but we'll have to stop and, in the process, use that get rid of that 5 seconds.
Yeah, he was unlucky to get that drive-free penalty under the safety car.
Why is T-Bag just pulling off the track and giving people places?
He's fighting for position now, T-Bag, lad. Make him fight.
He's got his front wing intact, so I'm not quite sure.
Nah, it looks like he just doesn't want to hold anyone up. They're on fresher tyres.
Yeah, but it's for position.
Yeah, but he's being sensible.
Yeah, picking your battles makes sense.
I appreciate that. You know, the guy, like, he's not fighting the people who were first and third on track.
No.
So, you know, he's let them past. He's not made it hard for him. I appreciate that. You know, it's sensible battling. Here we go now. We're getting QWERTY in the pits. We've got Dylan in the pits. We've got Ninja in the pits.
Yep.
This is where we'll see if the undercut was worth it or not.
Yeah, the undercut compared to the overcut. I feel like Ninja may actually jump a place here. He looked like he had a decent in-lap. Where does Ninja come out? P13, so he's actually dropped a few places. But there's still cars ahead of him that need to pit.
So Dylan's come out ahead of Henke.
Overcut worked.
The overcut worked.
And they're on the same tyre.
And who else was in this battle?
Mechanical
QWERTY.
And Keyboard. Keyboard's come out.
QWERTY's come out ahead of them all.
Yeah, they've all come out. Yeah, Keyboard pitted it from the lead, I believe.
No. Henke was in the lead.
No idea what's happened there then.
Was he? The laps, I don't know, the laps aren't updating. The laps all say zero laps, so I'm not quite sure.
From P8 down to P11, then net P1 to 4. Essentially. As Dan's just taken the lead. And then lost the lead again. And now he's got his Aston Martin teammate as company today.
Yeah, his teammate goes through.
And his team, oh, he gave his teammate DRS.
But that's it. Dan and Reggie are on hard tyres, and Reggie's on the newest hard tyres. He's 9 lap old.
So they will just start feeling good.
Reggie can go a long way here. This is what I was saying a couple of laps ago, that Reggie is in a good position.
Yeah,
the guys behind him are on 14 and 12 lap old tyres, down to QWERTY Boy in P7, who's got a brand new set of hards on.
Yep, I'm just gonna... Nope, apparently Dylan is still on, like, hards that are just out of the blankets.
Yeah, Dylan and QWERTY Boy are on the freshest tyres. They're pitted later. Colin and Teddy pitted a lap earlier, so QWERTY has got the jump on Teddy. So yeah, the overcut's worked there. The overcut has worked.
Yep,
especially for one of them.
Staying out that extra lap, yep. As we've got a yellow flag in sector 3.
Is
that's
that Aiden Gray's dropping down the leaderboard?
Yeah, I would assume he's just dropped it on the exit of the corner. As Keyboard is just about to make a move. Is he going to get it done on the brakes into the hairpin, or is he... Yep, on the brakes into the hairpin. But leaves the door wide open.
Yeah, gone deep. Is Richie going to fight him back, or no, that's it?
Richie backed out of it, as it was either going to be both of them in the wall, or...
Kane Lowry's pitted now. Teddy Enke taking fastest lap. 35.7 on hards.
That's respectable.
Very good lap time.
Like, this is it. Like, the constructors this season, with how it's shaping up, all these extra, like, the 3 points available over the course of a weekend due to fastest lap,
they're going to make a difference.
They're going to make a huge difference.
It's a very... when we did the drivers' draw, you could see straight away that the constructors were going to be close. Like, there's no stacked team. Do you know what I mean? Like, every team looks solid.
After 3 races last weekend, there was only an 8 points difference between first and second in the constructors, which this weekend, McLaren have jumped Ferrari due to all 4 drivers finishing inside the points there in Tier 1 and 2. And on the course for a decent result in Tier 3.
Yeah, looking really good with QWERTY and Jackie in P4 and 10.
Yes, exactly. I feel like me and J-Doy are kind of letting the team down a little bit. But I will come good at some point this season. I will get a decent result, and it will be my only one of the season.
Cheers for clearing that up, Rabico. Henke served a 5-second time penalty in the pits, which is why he lost the lead.
Yeah.
I forgot all about the 5-second penalty you picked up. So thanks for clarifying that for us.
Rabico, do you want to just oh, that's a car losing. That was Keyboard dropping it.
It's a McLaren.
Sorry, that was Jackie dropping it out of the final corner.
It's not Keyboard, it's Jackie. Yeah.
Commentator's curse. I need to
But
stop
he's still
saying
going, he's still moving,
Yeah.
he's still moving, so he's at P14 at the moment now.
Yeah, he didn't Alex Albon it, which is fortunate. We've all seen the footage of Albon's crash coming out the final corner here. As I'm just on board with Aiden Gray and Kane Lowry. They're extremely close together, like half a second between them. Through the first part of sector 1.
Yeah, Aiden Gray's just come out of the pits on a fresh set of mediums.
Right, what's that new comment? Yeah, Lucas, we're fully aware that they can go a very long distance on the hards, as you did, like 20 laps on them. And then
yeah, we saw that on Friday. It's I can't say what I want to say to you on stream, so we'll save that for later. But no, the guys who started on the hards are looking really good at the moment.
Yep.
Obviously, Reggie on 12 lap old hards here in P1 at the moment is
I've got
looking
Ninja
brilliant.
making a move on Raphael. That looked like team order sort of move, if I'm being honest. Raphael just pulled over to the side and let his teammate go, unless quite evidently quicker. Yeah, Ninja's on the fresher tyres.
Yeah, but also the slower tyres, so
yeah,
I wouldn't think too much about team orders there. T-Bag's pitting now, he's done 15 laps on the hards.
Yep. So, final 10 laps on a set of mediums.
Batman Doo's the only one dodging trend and going for a set of softs for the last 10 laps.
That's brave, but on the current fuel load, because they've only had, what, one safety car?
Yeah, it could be a very, very clever move. Especially on the two guys at the front, 12 and 17 laps so far on them tyres.
Yeah. What's the bet that Dan's just sat there thinking, I'm just going to hold anybody up and let Reggie just drive away with this? Like, we've seen Dan do it in the past. Spa.
Excuse me. I just want to clarify, I won Spa. Fur and squirt. We'll have less of that. But no, it's making for a good race. This.
Yeah.
I thought we might be lacking a bit when everyone was on the same strategy, all the top 10, but it has differed now quite vastly.
Yeah, like longevity of stints has played a part.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And how well they've maintained the tyres, the ARS, the general race pace. So, as Blue and Soul just picked up 5 seconds of speed in the pit lane.
I'll be back in a couple of seconds.
Okay, that means that it's a beer run. I say that, but I also did the same thing before the race started, so I have no room to talk. As Richie's just gone 1.2 seconds quicker through sector 1 than his previous best. So that's the switch over from the hards to the mediums. But he also does have Aiden Gray for company in that red bull that's now back to its traditional livery instead of the white that looked remotely like the Haas. So I'm just going to ride on board with the... Oh, that's brave. Don't want to be sticking your nose in there. Or you do. Lucas, if you're still watching along, any picks for potential race winner from here? As Richie's just lost 2 positions to Aiden Gray and Kane Lowry. But we'll have DRS because he was within the DRS range when his little moment occurred. Okay, so your picks on keyboard for the race win. Anybody else got any other suggestions for the race winner? Keyboard did take a very impressive pole, even though he crashed out, which is unusual. Yeah, a late safety car would completely botch a few people over because some would go for a fresh set of softs for the final, say, 5 laps.
Apologies, lads, I'm back now.
Richie is in the pits for a new front wing, so he had a little bit of contact with Kane Lowry or Aiden Gray. As Marge, Dan can't take the race win.
I just want to add, Reggie has already made a pit stop, so Reggie He's probably trying to stay out on these tyres. Dan has not made a stop yet.
Yeah, and Dan is actually playing the Bottas role for Aston Martin, so he's playing the Lance Stroll role. No, sorry, the Seb Vettel role. And will just act as a blocker in the next few laps.
Dan fighting Batman, Ninja fighting Batman. Batman's hit the wall there, out of the last corner. Looked like he lost the rear at the inside wall.
It's a little bit late than never. Mazda Spinner's just updated his PSN name. He's only been here for what, like 3 months? So, Keyboard is currently 5.6 seconds off the lead. No, sorry, off of Dan. So he's 6.
Yeah, he's about 6.1 off the lead. They've both stopped. But Quirty's tyres are 9 laps fresher than Reggie's.
Yep, but he's got to get past Dan. I know Dan's yet to stop. As I say that, Dan flies into the pits. Is this going to be Dan's retirement, or is he going to the end?
But that's it, 6 seconds in 6 laps. Quirty's got to pick up the pace if he wants to go for that.
Dan's bolted on a set of softs.
Yeah, Dan's come out on softs, he's taking no prisoners.
So, yep, Dan for fastest lap. Do you know where reserves get like half points? If they're in the same pot as the driver.
Yeah.
And if they're pot below, then they get full points. If they're the same pot, and they get the.
I just want to say I don't believe. I think they only get points. They get half points if they're in pots either the same or below as. Below the driver they're replacing.
Yeah, and don't get any
there's no
points.
way they get full points. They do not get full points.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. Will they get half a point for the fastest lap then? Or are we rounding it up? Because I know Chloe used the example of if they score 13 points, then they'll get 7.
We'd round it up, yeah. No, but that's interesting. I don't know. I think that's one we'd probably address when it comes to it. But Quirty has pulled 1.4 seconds in on Reggie this lap. So he is gunning for it now. He's doing what he can.
I think Tier 3 might be fed up with McLaren's dominating the championship. Season 1 and 2 McLaren's won the Constructors and Drivers' Championship.
I agree with you 100% there, Rabico. Very clever decision there to do the softs to hards. It's just whether or not he can hold on now for these last 5 laps. Because Quirty Boy is quick, so we'll see how it pans out.
Yes, we will. Hopefully, it would be nice to see Reggie on top step of the podium, or on the podium in general. As I don't believe he's got a CDR one yet. Saki's just taken the fastest lap on his fresh set of softs.
34.9.
Some respectable lap times going in. Fastest laps are around about a second slower than what we saw Friday night in Tier 2, which is a given.
Quirty's reeling him in. 3.5 seconds now, this gap. He's almost halved it in 2 laps.
But he's also spent all of his ERS in the process.
Yeah,
left.
You're right. Reggie's got double the ERS that Quirty's got. Teddy's got even less. Dylan's almost full. He's got 90%.
I
But
would say
Dylan's in no man's land at the moment.
yeah. They're the type of races, though, especially around China, where you can just have a lapse in concentration.
There we go.
I'm not going to say anything.
And Dan flaps at 1:34. What's a 34.7 minute?
Yeah. And he's gonna his excuses. I'm getting used to new pedals. I didn't realise that I wasn't braking as much. Something along those lines. Yeah, everybody's quite spaced out, but as I was saying about Dylan, on tracks like Hungary, Spa, China, anything that's a relatively long lap and you've got nobody around you, you can quite easily lose concentration for a split second and it costs you a lot of time or your race.
Yeah, this track 100%. Any of the long corners catch you out quicker because you're not expecting it.
Yeah,
but
China,
again, QWERTY's attacking his ERS. And again, Reggie's still got double what he's got. Ooh, Reggie's... Yeah. He's still got double what...
Dylan's just picked up 3 seconds for exceeding track limits. Yeah, he's got like a second to Dan. Well, 1.6 seconds to Dan, and then he's got like 4 seconds to his teammate.
Closest. Oh, Teddy's just picked up 3 seconds
and
as
then
well.
got a drift on out the hairpin, which has just allowed Dylan to close in.
I've just flicked across to the closest battle on track at the moment, which is Aidan Gray right on the back of Bartmandu. He's within half a second now, coming out onto the DRS straight. Oh, no, he's not, sorry. I got these corners completely wrong. This is going through sector 2.
Yep. Where this sector, well, this section of track is just pick your braking zone. Oh,
and Bartmandu's lost it. Yeah, he's lost it. He's hit the wall.
I would say that that's a weird place to drop it, but I think I've dropped it there more than once.
Yes.
You just run out on the curb on the right-hand side and it just kicks you up and spins you into the barrier. He was lucky to escape with no damage there.
We've also got Kane Lowry looking close to the back of Raphael now as well, within DRS range.
And he has more ERS too, so I would expect to see a move done within the next lap or so.
Yeah, end of the DRS straight. I know the back end of the last DRS straight he got to within 0.4 of him.
But that's only a short straight in comparison. The straight here is actually the longest straight that is a proper straight in F1. It's 1.2 kilometers. So from the exit of the corner,
is that based on the calendar, the current calendar, or is that including Qatar? Because I thought Qatar takes that record.
That's why I said like officially like a proper straight that's an actual straight, because Qatar's the official calendar. So before Qatar was actually introduced.
Yeah. And there we go. Kane Lowry's got that move done into the hairpin. Well before the hairpin, to be fair. Up into P9. Dylan's just took Dan.
Yeah, we've got the McLaren boys in the YouTube comments. So, Don Rabico saying, come on keyboard, you got this, go get him. J-Doyce so close. So we've got tier 1 and 2 drivers cheering on their tier 3 colleague or teammate. And Jackie kind of not feeling the same sort of love. So, guys, what's going on?
To be fair, Jackie, after the spin, after the incident in quali being taken out, DNFing from quali,
race.
He had a spin early on in the race as well. To get to P8 is a solid result, very solid result.
We've got to start discussing driver of the day.
I just want to see how this pans out here. For me, it's Reggie. It's Reggie all day long at this moment in time.
I would agree. Keyboard dropping back on lap 1 was due to his own fault and not anything else. I just didn't move off the line. So, yeah, I completely agree with you.
The differing strategy to everyone else, you know, to go for the softs. He pitted at the right time when that safety car came out, and he's benefited from it. Where did Reggie start on the grid?
I think it was like P11? P13.
P13 he started, so P13 is currently in P1 with 1 lap to go. This is going to be an hard lap for him now. This is the pressure's on now. Can he keep it right? Keep it clean.
As they have a Red Bull spinning in front of him.
He might pick up DRS off that slow Haas in front of him.
Which I think he's hoping for.
Yeah, they're coming through the DRS detection zone now, so he will do. He will do.
That may have saved him. And just don't use his ERS along the straight. Just, as I say that, he's just opened it. Just try and stick with that Haas until the start-finish straight. And
here we go. They were both tidy through that hairpin.
Keyboard got a little better run.
DRS as well.
Yep, Keyboard better tire, well, fresher tyres, better run through it. It happens.
Here we go. We're starting the last lap now. This is it. Now it's all on the line between Reggie and QWERTY. Obviously, Reggie's tyres are much older. Reggie's tyres are 9 laps older than QWERTY's.
This Haas of, I think it's Bark or Richie, isn't going to be doing him any favours, trying to pick his braking zone.
It's Bark.
Oops. That wasn't me clinking bottles together.
Yeah, it won't. I agree, it won't do him any favours.
So, but is he just sitting behind it with the aim for DRS along the straight?
That's it. That could save him. That could save him.
As Reggie's just actually gone quicker through the middle sector than what he's been previously. Dan's just retired in the pits.
Yeah, we've got mechanical all over the back of Dylan as well.
Right, I'm riding on board with this because I want to see what happens here.
QWERTY's all over the back of him. Yeah. He must have him. He must have him.
It's who's got the who's got the better line? Is he going to go for the switchback? No, he's forced out wide.
He's not been allowed. He's not been allowed the switchback.
Keyboard for the win, which is just unfortunate for Reggie. But epic drive.
Yeah.
Wait, Reggie still took it.
Reggie took the win.
Did Keyboard have a penalty? Oh, did he get a penalty for running out wide?
Or did he run out of fuel or what? It's a hard track on fuel. Obviously, I overtook someone over the line.
Yeah, I'm just in the
race.
Did
he run out of fuel out of the last corner?
Not that I'm aware. But
there's no penalties in there. There's no penalties. It looks like he might have run out of fuel. He might have run out of fuel out of the last corner, which has let Reggie get the win.
By nothing, apparently, because there's no telemetry.
There's no gaps. There's no gap.
Oh, that's a headache in itself.
Wow. Wow. What a final lap.
They're discussing it in the Discord as we speak, like... Yes, Keyboard is out of fuel. And he's...
Yeah, out of fuel on the last corner. Oh, that's mate. Twice I've seen it happen this weekend. Mate. So Reggie, wow, what a race. What a race. 9 lap old tyres, defending like mad on the last lap. Wow.
Someone said that they think he let him pass for pushing him wide on the penultimate corner. So, gave up the place. Could be. But either way...
if I'm honest, I tend to disagree with that. It didn't look like he pushed him wide.
Jesus.
Not to myself anyway. I didn't... You know, he didn't leave him much room, but I didn't see anything untoward about it.
Nah, it was perfectly legal what he did. That's not me saying that as a McLaren drive, like part of the McLaren team. Like, we've seen it happen. Yeah, Reggie, game agrees. I don't think there's any.
Yeah, I think obviously we'll see after the incidents and everything if there was something that happened. But for me, the Reggie strategy-wise was absolutely spot on, and driving there to the end, absolutely brilliant. I think Reggie deserves driver of the day, though.
Yeah, 100%. And on that note, I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. We'll see you at the same time, same place next week.